I'm a huge fan of Scandinavian crime fiction. There's something about those books that really keeps me locked in. Now, I only just discovered this book, The Sandman, a few weeks ago. And when I saw that it had already sold over 13 million copies, I realized I was very, very late to the party. Before getting into the book, the first thing I need to point out is that the author, Lars Kepler, is actually two people. It's a Swedish husband and wife duo, but for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to call the author Lars Kepler and pretend that he's just one guy. The book revolves around a handful of characters. One is some kind of psychopath, a sociopath, whatever you call it, named Jurek Walter. He's a notorious serial killer who's been locked up in a super high security psychiatric facility for years. Now, thinking about him, think about Hannibal Lecter. The other two main characters are Swedish cops. The first one is a detective named Juna Linna. I hope I'm saying that name right. And there's a female cop who seems to be a combination detective and SWAT team member. The plot involves a series of murders that were committed by the bad guy. There's also some kidnapping, but I'm not really going to get into the details of the plot any further. You can take it from me that it's very, very clever. The really striking aspect of this book, I think, is the characterization of this bad guy, Jurek Walter. Kepler manages to create a character who is both terrifying and fascinating, and whose motives and actions are shrouded in mystery. Once again, Hannibal Lecter. As the story progresses, you get deeper and deeper into this guy's twisted psyche, and it becomes pretty clear that he's not just a simple killer, but he's also a master manipulator who's always at least one step ahead of the cops. Kepler uses a variety of techniques to keep the reader, me in this case, engaged. He's got everything from gruesome descriptions of the murders to the intricacies of Swedish police investigations. And it's all designed to keep you on the edge of your seat, and it works. The pacing of the book is also excellent. Like the other Scandinavian crime stories, this book benefits a lot from its setting. That setting is Sweden. Kepler does a great job of giving you a full dose of the country's culture and landscape. I'd say that the setting plays, I'll call it an integral role in the story. And the book is a little bit on the long side at something over 500 pages. And there are times when it slows down a bit. However, I got to say that's a minor complaint. And the vast majority of the book is just a super ride. And initially, I had some reservations about a book with two writers. But I got over that pretty quickly. And in the end, I thought The Sandman was a fantastic thriller. It's getting a big thumbs up from me. And I'll be reading more Lars Kepler books. So my recommendation this week is The Sandman by Lars Kepler. And I hope you check in next week. I'll have another book review.